And finally in sport, 2016 was the year of the fairy tale. Tidal droughts ended across the globe, bringing joy to long-suffering fans of several sporting teams. In the final part of our special report, we take a look back at the biggest moments from the second half of this year.
It was third time lucky for one of the greats of women's tennis. Serena Williams had lost this year's French and Australian Open finals.
Serena's done it again.
But at Wimbledon, she made it 22 Grand Slam triumphs, while Andy Murray claimed his second Wimbledon crown.
There it is, Murray's the champion.
Portugal achieved the unimaginable, defeating hosts France in the European Championship final.
The biggest goal in the history of the Portugal national team.
And delivering the country's first major international trophy. No firsts for Queensland, which wrapped up its 10th State of Origin series in 11 years, nor for Chris Froome at the Tour de France, the British rider collecting his third title. At the British Open, Henrik Stenson became the first man from Sweden to win a major.
A round of 63 with 4 birdies in the last 5 holes.
While Jimmy Walker beat Jason Day by a stroke to claim the PGA Championship. Back to tennis, and Stan Wawrinka reminded us what he's still capable of, defeating Novak Djokovic in the last Grand Slam final of the year, while Angelique Kerber underscored her ascendancy with a trophy in New York. In Rio, Australia's Olympians got off to a strong start.
Mac Horton takes a remarkable gold medal.
And more successes were to follow. But Australia's Olympians had to fend off criticism after a 10th place finish on the medal tally. Our Paralympians more than doubled that haul, 22 gold in their treasure chest. Australia was then gripped by underdog fever. In the AFL, it was the Bulldogs ending a 72-year premiership wait.
It's over. It's all over. The drought.
While in the NRL, Cronulla fans rejoiced after an epic first ever premiership, defeating the Melbourne Storm in the decider. The new A-League season got off to a record bang with 60,000 watching the Sydney Derby, while in the Melbourne Cup, after 3,200 metres, it came down to a nose. In baseball, the Chicago Cubs ended over a century of heartbreak, coming from 3 games to 1 down to defeat the Cleveland Indians and winning their first World Series since 1908. In rugby, the All Blacks claimed a record 18 Test victories in a row, a better showing for the Wallabies on the spring tour, though they would still go down to Ireland and England. The summer of cricket arrived with hope for Australia, but brought much despair. South Africa dominating the Test series on the field and in their headlines, though there was a silver lining for Australia.
Yes, and there it is. Listen to the crowd.
With victory in the third Test after a team shake-up. Perhaps the summer wouldn't be so dry after all. Darren Mara, SBS World News.
Well, coming up, all of the weather and Christmas highlights from around the world. It's why they call this the silly season.